Hello everyone, it's Madhuri Adhikari from EthicalPath24. Today I'm going to present you about the full end-to-end exploit workflow of the coursework campus management system service running inside the Docker. First, I will enrun the container and expose the service on port. Here I will show you how it is done. So move let's move to our terminal. Inside downloads, I am referring. Now you use strings to know what this file contains. As you can see here, here is teacher and admin password in this file. So let's move down system. And here, if I have already created or registered the file, it already says created. So let's check whether I have created or not. I use my name already and so ideas already. Look, username already exists means I have already done this. Now let's move to our next step. Now we will use admin. Now we will use admin to know whether this contains any vulnerability or not. And as you can see in my screen here, it says authentication successful admin control panel and modify user privilege. It means it contains vulnerability, which means inside modify user privilege here is our vulnerability. So to find, we'll now use Ghidra. Now inside Ghidra, inside your functions. Here you can see main function, and inside this main function here contains our vulnerabilities. Oh, sorry, inside function, inside main, inside modify user privilege. As you can see in terminal here it says modify user privilege means this is our vulnerability, and we will here inside modify user privilege. Here we can see our first vulnerability. Look here in print F. Now this is our vulnerability. Now let's do our another process. Now we'll try to leak libc or leak addresses from there. For that, We'll select again option 1, and now I will change username into my, and here you can see maximum 18 characters. So for that I will use percentage P percentage 19 $P. It means this repeats and random number, and this repeats canary address leak, and this yeah, and this reveal and ellipse address leak. So now we enter it. As you can see here, we are we have successfully created an admin control panel. This modification has been filled. Now for the next. Now this is our payload, and we have successfully, and this is our canary address, and this is our libc address. So next we'll go select option, we'll select option 0, again option 2, and we will secure for the shard. And for remove password, we'll once again move to above, and from here we will gain the passport for teacher. And as you can see, authentication successful here, teacher interference, and here it says edit module control, and there is our another vulnerability. Means it means in our modify existing module there is another vulnerability. We'll say here. Sorry. And from here in the existing model in line, yeah, in line 39 0, yeah, I will modify this section. From this part we can increase the size of the data overflow. And here we'll just select option, and here this is our these are our links. So we'll gain something like this. Now from here we'll gain the data buffer overflow, and for that we will use our next. Now we'll open our next terminal. And from here, we will try to gain our processes. Again here, ls, and I have already created my script here. This root cell is uh, your user cell and root cell are my script. I will show you it. I'll show it to you in last. Now for our next process, we will sudo buffer sorry not save get docker file. As you can see here, now by using these three commands, we will run our code. Now let's do first we will run this. Is running smoothly. Now paste it. Mhm. And finally, we will use C127.0.0.1 space 133. This is our global response, and from here we will gain where we will gain something like this. And just a moment. And our next step, and now we will move to our next step. Now here I will show you my script. And from here, I want okay. Here it says association of school. Now we'll skip this part and we'll now move. Now our next part is to find, we know where our vulnerabilities are and we have already linked our canary and libc address. So for the next part, we need to find our user cell ID. So for that, let's open our this user cell by a file in and now we have successfully gained that part, and now here write ID, and as you can see in the screen in our UID here we have successfully gained the UID for user cell, and the same goes for same goes for the root cell as well. As you can see here, type ID says and same I don't need to do this, but let's see adding root near it's also root. So now let's move to now let's I will show you my script. Now user cell dot py. As you can see here, this is my script for user cell dot py. With this process, I will take building the lobby. After returning to main menu, we are using the sign to switch it. From here, we are linking canary address and libc address and libc. We are linking canary address, libc base address, and libc leak address. And same goes for and now and now we'll see roots are now this is my code for root.setby, and now as you can see here this is my payload, and this is all, and lastly I have gained libc base canary and libc leak. So this was for this video. Thank you.